Joining me now is David Lawie. He is a Chief Geoscientist and Chief Technologist mining at IMDEX, a company out of Australia, but with a global footprint. How are you, sir? Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Mark. A little bit jet lagged at the moment, actually, coming all the way from Perth.
I'm sure.
In fact, if you drilled a hole right through the middle of the earth from here, it would come out at about Perth.
Maybe we could get one of those burrowing tunnels to achieve that, right? That would never happen. But anyway,
Yes.
So let's talk about your company. You call it a global mining technology company, and you really want to help your clients gain confidence and precision when they're exploring. So can you give us an overview of what you're offering?
Yeah, so we split what we do in the industry up to into find, define, and mine, sort of a marketing byline, I suppose. But we have technology that fits across those three phases in mining and exploration. We do work very intensely with people right from greenfields exploration through to resource development drilling. That's probably where we're most active as a company. But we certainly get directly involved in the mining process as well now. A lot of the technologies that we develop, you just change them slightly and you can use them in different parts of the mining value chain.
Right. So your end-to-end solution involves three main services: drilling optimization, rock knowledge sensors, and real-time data and analytics. So can you give us some real-world examples of how a client would use those three things?
Yeah, sure. So the drilling optimization, it's a broad church, if you like. So drilling programs, which you'll probably find out talking to more people around this event, can be problematic. There's lots of asymmetric downside risk, delays, problems, things like that. With our drilling optimization, we work in a very holistic way between the resource companies and the drillers themselves. We don't drill the holes. We supply technology around the drilling process. And so we have lots of things to bring to bear onto that to make the process more reliable and efficient, including lots of digital types of technology, so collecting data by the drilling process. We have down-hole instrumentation for collecting data. We can deviate holes in real time, like oil and gas type technology, if you like. But whatever we do in that space, we collect all of the digital elements of it up into what we call our hub, where we can then use it as a chain of custody for reporting and applying analytics at that point.
Yeah. And so we know AI is on the tip of everybody's tongues these days. It's a big thing. When did IMDEX get into AI, and how are you incorporating it?
Yeah, AI is an interesting topic. I'd say we've always been into it. So if you take it back into applied statistics, maths, and machine learning, we've been doing that for years. And in fact, we have a very, very popular desktop analytics program that's been around for almost 20 years now. But to take it up a level, I suppose, to AI, and especially generative type AI language models, things like that, we think there are real applications to that in our space and in geoscience. So much knowledge in geoscience is written down, so having machine learning AI technologies that can read, in quotes, and make sense of it and play it back to you in different ways, I think is actually pretty valuable. And our first toe in the water with it, though, was that desktop software I mentioned called IOGAS. It has, if you print the help menu, manual ad, it's 1,000, 1,500 pages, something like that. We've actually loaded that into a language model so people can query it using natural language. Just ask the software, I want to do something, just tells them in natural language. So it's pretty cool. It's a small toe in the water, but we will expand from there.
Right. Now, IMDEX has grown organically over the years and through acquisition. So I'm wondering, when the company does acquisitions, is it usually when, okay, we're innovative internally, but we have a gap here and there's a hole here in our portfolio, and instead of just developing it yourself, it's easier to go out and buy it. Is that kind of how it works?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
We do a lot organically, but as you'd seen when you looked at us, we do acquire a lot of companies along the way. And in fact, I don't know how many acquisitions I've done over the years, well in excess of 20. I ran a company that was acquired by IMDEX 12 years ago, and
Right.
it's still there, so that probably tells you something.
Yeah.
But it's a blend, so we can't do everything. We spent a lot of money on R&D internally to grow that sort of part of the company organically, but things move fast in the industry, so we're constantly scanning around what's going on around us.
Now, IMDEX trades in Australia. Mm-hmm. You've had record revenue and earnings recently. What is the market's perception of IMDEX, and are you trying to get more awareness internationally, like here in New York?
Yeah, the biggest mining technology company people have never heard of sometimes. It's a bit crazy. Look, we're just outside the ASX 200. We're listed on the ASX for $1 billion company. We're certainly the biggest company size-wise, companies that do the sorts of things that we do. But look, we are thoroughly international. In fact, the Americas, North and South, is our biggest revenue region of the three regions that we split the world into. So certainly coming to this event, this is the first time we've been to this event, is a chance to get the word out about IMDEX, into the financial and investment community as well as our traditional mining customers.
Would you want a list over here? You don't have a listing, do you?
Well, there's my CEO's listening might have a heart attack. No, we are not listed here.
Okay, yeah.
But if you were looking at a 5-year time frame, that's something we would be pretty interested in, actually.
All right. That's just vague enough. You won't get in trouble.
Yeah. So I hope so.
All right.
If you're listening.
Yeah. Thanks, David.
Yeah. No, thank you, Mark, for the
Enjoy
opportunity to speak.
Yeah, great stuff. David Lawie from IMDEX.